So, hey there. Well, it's Tuesday morning right now, which is kind of coincidental because just a little while ago I was watching. I started watching Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Master, and because like one of the main stars in the movie, her name is Tuesday Night. So I was watching Tuesday Night on Tuesday morning. Convenient. But yeah, I just recently decided, it's a due time I really got around to watching the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels. Just kind of walking around a little bit with my 3DS and in my pocket, my pedometer, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm walking in circles right now. Yeah, just do this sometimes. But anyway, yeah, of course I've had the Nightmare on Elm Street. I've had the series on DVD since like July of last year, July of last year. It's just I figured it was due time I got around to watching the sequels. Because I watched the first one back in October. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get around to watching them. Almost a year, but yeah, slowly but surely. Anyway, over the weekend, I took this portrait shot of my youngest niece, and one of their dogs, and basically, here's the picture. Yeah, I took the shot over the weekend. It was a spur of the moment kind of thing. Sister was holding the dog. She was like, "Yeah, take our picture." And it was like a quick minimal soap kind of thing. But I really liked the shot a lot though. But looking at this picture, looking at it, there is at least one thing I would change about this picture if I could reshoot it. If I were to reshoot this picture, the one thing I think for sure I would do differently with it is, just as a little critique here of my own work, I think I would have had my sister and niece kind of move over a couple of steps to my left, to our left, I guess, if you want to look at it like that. Mainly just to kind of have their car completely out of the shot, out of the background. That's like the one thing I think I would change about the picture looking at it. But otherwise, I do really like the shot a lot. And I uploaded it on my Facebook over the weekend, or whenever it was. Said probably tag my family in it, and funny enough, as of last time I checked, which was I think last night, I had something like 34 likes on it. So hey, must be a pretty popular picture. Mostly from just like people that aren't on my Facebook or whatever. I had a handful of people who I have on my friend list who liked it, but mostly it was just like like random. I guess people that are on my family's friend list or whatever. But yeah, I mean, regardless, so I had like 34 likes on it, so that was pretty cool. So that was pretty cool, so. But yeah, I do like this particular shot, and everything. So yeah, I mean, I uploaded it on my Facebook, because I got to thinking recently. I really am gonna have to start kind of putting myself more out there, especially with stuff like this. If I want to get into photography professionally, I'm really gonna have to start putting this stuff myself out there more than what I have been. Show people what I can do. Basically build my portfolio and all that is what I'm saying. So over the weekend, my parents actually bought a new microwave and stove. Pretty much because the old ones pretty much gave out last week. Well, not gave out, but well, yeah, it was just pretty much my parents needed to buy a new one, so they bought it from Lowe's, both the microwave and the oven. Yeah, this one's a lot. Yeah, this one's a lot nicer than the one we had, so it's pretty cool. So I doubt you could probably tell at this point, but pretty much I'm pretty much overcoming being sick. For about two and a half weeks, I was actually pretty sick. Just nothing serious, just a pretty bad sinus infection, allergies, that sort of thing. I was coughing up like green stuff for a while. Fortunately, it's gotten a lot better than what it was. Because there's actually a period where I pretty much was losing my voice. If I spoke for any lengthy period of time, I would lose my voice, and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know, kind of like that. But now that I'm getting better, I'm thinking about going. I'm thinking about in the next, pretty soon. I'm thinking about going to volunteer at the animal shelter, like I said I was planning on doing. And just go from there, because like I said, I'm still thinking about trying to get a job at the animal clinic, or the one that's down the highway. But I actually did apply for a job about 2 weeks ago. It was at this tower loan place, this loan company kind of place, but I didn't get a call back, which I wasn't expecting to. To be honest with you, I'm not terribly disappointed I didn't get that particular job. I just kind of did it as a favor to for somebody. Kind of a long story, which I'm not going to get into. I did a video where I did, but I never uploaded it. But anyway, in the meantime, seems we're kind of having a little issue with my father's truck here. For some reason, the tailgate, won't lower. It's stuck or something. It's like it's locked, but it's not. And we have no idea what's wrong with it. Father asked me to see if I could find anything like online that might tell us something, but unfortunately so far I haven't been able to find anything. So yesterday evening, I got to looking into something photography relating to what I was talking about in one of my recent videos, about my cousin possibly hiring me to help her out, with her new her new clinic and everything. Basically take pictures and basically for advertising purposes. Well, coming to find out, I might have been sort of wrong with something I was saying in that video. I was saying I guess technically would fall under portrait photography. Well, that might not necessarily be the case. Well, it sort of could, I guess, but apparently this would actually fall more under being commercial photography, which I have never ever done before. So if my cousin does end up hiring me to do this will be my first foray, hurrah into commercial photography. Should be a nice experience at the very least. Can't go wrong there. So yeah, but I've never done anything in regards to commercial photography, which basically it's just kind of like stuff that's intended to be used for advertising purposes. Kind of like newspaper ads, billboards, and it could be anything like portraits of people. For example, like lawyer, you might get hired by lawyer's office to do headshots. You know, restaurant to take pictures of food or chefs or whatever. You know, that sort of stuff. And apparently the pricing is a little bit different. Like the way, that's what I was kind of looking at. You know, like this morning, where, well, you know, how do commercial photographers do pricing? You know, is it the same? Any different? Firstborn child? What is it? But apparently, well, like this one website was saying, I was looking at this morning, called like the Log Tall. Was saying like basically like commercial photographers like work on like a sliding scale fee basis. Yeah, depending on, and it basically so like you wouldn't charge like a small company the same way you would charge a Fortune 500 company, and maybe not for the reasons you might think. Well, it said like you may charge like if a small company's marketing budget is like $3,500, you can charge them like 20%, and you know, and the job would end up being, you know, $700. Whereas that same percentage for a Fortune 500 company whose budget is $350,000, that would end up being $70,000. And you know, saying how that just wouldn't fly anywhere. And so yeah, I mean, this will be a nice experience, I think, if my cousin does hire me, because just like I said, I mean, I've never done commercial photography before, and so this is kind of a new area for me, I guess. One that I've never really considered trying to get into, but if my cousin does end up hiring me, you know, see how I like it, see how it goes, and see if this might be something I might be interested in pursuing, you know, as one of my niche areas. Worst comes to worst, you know, hey, you can't go wrong with gaining experience, right?
We're on our way, huh?
We're on our way.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Going to get the tailgate fixed.
Oh, yeah. I hope it won't take too long.
I hope not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope we can get over and back in about a couple of hours.
Yeah, I hope so.
Don't you?
Yeah, I do. Won't take too long, I hope.
Maybe not.
Alright, so we just got here to the car dealership where we bought the car at. The truck at, rather. Yeah, my father just walked inside. He's gonna go talk to him, see what we need to do and everything. So hopefully this won't take too long.
The detail gauge you had to...
Look, he's laughing.
You had to push. Well, I understand.
Well, that was simple.
Look, he's recording. Look.
Lord have mercy. You got to push in a little bit.
Yeah,
You're supposed to do that.
What was it we weren't doing?
Yeah, when you pull it to open it, you have to push in just a little bit.
Oh,
You know, you kind of push and open it.
yeah.
It must be a little catch or something up in there.
Oh yeah, I bet so. Oh, that didn't take too long.
That didn't take long. Well, I said I hope they can fix it today.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they're here.
Lord have mercy. You have got to be kidding me.
Drove an hour just to
Well, we
see
took
we
the
weren't
scenic
doing it
route
right.
anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Oh my. I guess we'll head over to that farmer's market now.
Yeah.
For her, see if they have any green tomatoes.
Oh, is that what you said? Green tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see how much this car is costing. Want to keep it put. Must be that.
Yeah, I bet so. I don't see any greens.
Might be a little early for me.
Oh, maybe.
Bell peppers. Oh, green tomatoes?
We can't get them right now.
Too early?
Well, y'all will get them.
You?
The right ones, but we can't get the green.
Like
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff over here.
Lots of stuff, hadn't it?
Oh yeah.
Pickle radish.
Yeah.
Black-eyed pea radish look like.
Oh yeah. Fig preserves too.
Pig preserves.
Yeah. Blackberry. Yeah.
Fig preserves.
Yeah. I gotta give me a fig tree.
Yeah, you said we was gonna plant one.
All right, so back at home now. Well, of course, we went to the car dealership to see about the truck, tailgate of the truck. And, well, of course, as you saw, it turned out to be something insanely simple that we weren't doing. A simple step we weren't doing to open it. A simple step that we didn't know about, mind you. So, yeah, fortunately that's all it was. It was like one little thing we were supposed to be doing that we weren't. So, we got that problem solved. Didn't actually need repairing, thankfully. So, anyway, I think that's pretty much going to be about the end of this particular vlog. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to get into today. You know, other than, you know, I was thinking about, you know, the whole photography thing, and, you know, I think it's really coming down to the point where, you know, it's just a matter of biting the bullet for me and just doing it, you know, and just going for it. And so, which is something I guess I really need to try to do in the near future, and, you know, basically just bite the bullet and just go for it, because it's getting to the point where there's really not a whole lot left to do as far as, you know, getting professionally into photography, starting my photography business. Of course, it's not quite there. There's some things to figure out and work out, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it'll be nice when I do, and, you know, this all kind of gets going. Which, of course, it's probably going to take some time to really, you know, for the ball to really get going and be consistent or whatever. But, you know, I'll get there someday. And lucky you guys, you get to watch me. You get to watch me from the beginning. This should be fun. Yeah, I mean, there's somebody I watch on YouTube. Yeah, I've mentioned before. Just the letter K. And, you know, I really enjoy her vlogs a lot. But, you know, she happens to be a photographer, you know, and all that. And I'm not exactly sure what exactly she does photography wise, you know, as far as, like, you know, jobs and such. It seems like, I think one of her things is like music photography, you know, concert, whatever, but man, she seems like she has such a fun life. I'm kind of jealous, especially when I look at my own little mundane life. You know, I've said that for a long time. Just my life sometimes it feels so mundane. You know, it feels so mundane. It's too mundane to be called mundane. Apparently, my cat's over here enjoying the garden. Cats, but yeah. I watch her vlogs and I keep thinking, man, I hope I get to do something like that eventually. You know, be able to support myself like with photography and writing, of course, which would be nice, awesome. But you know, yeah, just you know, it's just, you know, maybe one day. All right. Anyway, you can only try. So that said, well, like I was saying, I guess that's going to be about it for this vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this little doing stuff vlog. I don't know if I really want to call it an around the town video. These are more just like vlogs of like me doing stuff, and yeah, whatever. Anyway, instead of, because I mean, well, as a side note there, because, you know, I've noticed, I've realized, I mean, a lot of my vlogs here lately, I have noticed that with myself, that, you know, a lot of my vlogs recently have just been more along the lines of me, like, there's really not much going on in the video itself. It's just me talking about stuff, which I don't mind doing videos like that, I mean, it kind of feels like, well, I mean, some of you guys have been. I know I have people who watch my videos have been watching for years, and I imagine for you guys it's not that big of a deal or whatever, but because, well, I mean, I think for videos like that, you kind of need to have like a bit of a vested interest in the person or whatever, and then, like random passerbys, in my channel will. They probably wouldn't necessarily enjoy the videos like that as much as, just around the town kind of stuff. But, so, I'm really trying to, I guess I'm trying to balance it out a bit better. Because, I mean, I do miss doing videos like this. But, I haven't been doing them as much here recently. But, we can only try, right? So, anyway, that said, really, I mean, it's the end of the video.